The war in Somalia, which has persisted since 2006, represents a long and tumultuous struggle for stability in one of Africa's most troubled nations. Marked by political upheaval, clan rivalries, the rise of extremist groups, and foreign interventions, the conflict has had a profound impact on the country and its people. This article aims to examine the causes, key events, and consequences of the war in Somalia, shedding light on the challenges faced by the nation and the ongoing efforts to bring about peace and reconstruction. Causes and political instability. The roots of the war in Somalia can be traced back to the collapse of the central government in 1991, which plunged the country into a state of anarchy and lawlessness. Factional fighting and clan conflicts emerged as various groups vied for power and control over resources. The absence of a stable government allowed extremist organizations, such as Al-Shabaab, to exploit the power vacuum and gain influence. Foreign interventions and regional dynamics. The conflict in Somalia has attracted significant foreign intervention and involvement. The African Union mission in Somalia, comprised of troops from several African countries, was deployed in 2007 to support the weak transitional federal government in its fight against Al-Shabaab. Additionally, regional powers such as Ethiopia and Kenya have conducted military operations in Somalia to counter perceived security threats and protect their interests. Extremism and Al-Shabaab. One of the defining features of the war in Somalia is the rise of Al-Shabaab, an extremist group with links to Al-Qaeda. Al-Shabaab has sought to establish an Islamic state in Somalia and has carried out numerous acts of terrorism, targeting government officials, civilians, and African Union forces. The group's control over territory and its ability to recruit fighters pose significant challenges to peace and stability in the region. Humanitarian crisis and displacement. The war in Somalia has resulted in a severe humanitarian crisis, with millions of people in need of assistance. Conflict-related violence, food insecurity, and the displacement of civilians have taken a heavy toll on the population. Access to basic services, including healthcare and education, remains limited, exacerbating the suffering of the Somali people. Efforts for peace and reconstruction. Numerous initiatives have been undertaken to bring about peace and stability in Somalia. The formation of a transitional federal government in 2004, followed by the establishment of a federal government in 2012, aimed to provide a political framework for reconciliation. Additionally, the international community has supported the Somali government through financial aid, capacity building, and peacekeeping missions. However, progress has been slow, hindered by ongoing violence, political fragmentation, and the resilience of extremist groups. Challenges and the path ahead. The war in Somalia poses significant challenges to achieving lasting peace and reconstruction. Addressing the root causes of the conflict, including political grievances, socio-economic disparities, and clan rivalries, is crucial. Strengthening governance structures, promoting inclusive politics, and investing in infrastructure and development are essential for rebuilding the country. Regional cooperation and coordination, as well as continued international support, are necessary to sustain efforts for peace in Somalia. Disrupting the activities of extremist groups, fostering reconciliation among different factions, and empowering local communities will be instrumental in creating a stable and prosperous future for the Somali people. Conclusion. The war in Somalia has taken a heavy toll on the nation and its people, causing immense suffering and hindering development. Achieving lasting peace and stability requires addressing the complex array of challenges, including political fragmentation, extremism, and humanitarian crises. By supporting the Somali government, promoting reconciliation, and investing in long-term development, the international community can contribute to the path towards a peaceful and resilient